Then next thing you know, like the door like swings open, and we're in the dark, keep in mind, so it's like the whole house pitch dark. So like the door swings open, and then I just see a person like just swinging, like beating this nigga ass, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I am just a vibe if I know where else. I done hustled all my life, did it by myself. I done made the sacrifice, I don't need no help. I'm a self-made bitch, nigga, you can't tell. I am just a vibe if I...
What it do? It's your girl TyeTheGoddess. You already know what the fuck going on. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. This is my first of many videos on my YouTube channel. On my page, I'm gonna be talking about music. I'm gonna be talking about business, life, just topics that I want to talk about, vlogging with my family. If you know me outside of YouTube, you know my family's hilarious, so I'm definitely gonna have them in here. And you know, just keep content coming. I want you guys to like grow with me through my business, through my music career. Like I want y'all to really see all of that. I want y'all to get to know me as just a person, because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about me. So that's why I'm making this channel, just so y'all can kind of see what's in my world, what I got going on. So my first video today is just gonna be like a little intro. Got a couple questions that people have asked me that I'm gonna answer. So all the little juicy stuff that y'all want to know is gonna be in this video. So click the like button, subscribe to my channel, share to your friends, all that good stuff. So let's get into it. So the first question is, what's your full name? Y'all police as fuck on here. My full name is Tyyendi Ayana Walton. It is Swahili. It means beautiful flower. Shout out to my mom. No, I'm not African. My mother just got creative. So yeah, that's my full name. How old are you? I am 23 years old. October 26, 96. I am a Scorpio. We the best. Don't slide in my DMs about it. Don't comment about it. Scorpio's the best. And that's just that on there. How tall are you? I am short stuff. I am 5'3". I'm little, petite, 5'3". Where are you from? I really hate that question because I honestly can't. I don't know. I was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Then I moved to Riverdale, Georgia, where I lived for 10 years. And then after that, I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and I lived there for another 10 years. So honestly, you know, I really don't know where to say. I'm gonna just go with Nashville because that's where I spent the majority of my life and went to middle school, went to high school, you know, made my friends. So I'm just gonna go with Nashville. But I will say I'm a Tennessee peach because I got that Georgia peach in me. I was in Riverdale, so you know, I kind of got the best of both worlds. So we're gonna go with Nashville. What's my favorite food? I love crab legs. Love them, love them, love them. And I love wings. Like, I'm a wing eating ass bitch. Like, our first date, we probably going to get some wings. That's just what I'm on. I like wings. So those are my two favorite foods. If you want to make me happy, bring me some crab legs, bring me some wings, and we good. My favorite movie. My favorite movie, God rest his soul, but it's The Wiz. That is the best movie, period. Like, I don't care what nobody says. Like, from the entertainers that were in that movie, we got Diana Ross, we got Michael Jackson. From the music in it, like Ease on Down the Road and Getting Back Home, like, oh my gosh, I love that movie so much. Like, I probably know every word of that movie verbatim from the beginning to the end. I love The Wiz. That's my movie. Who are my celebrity crushes? So first, we're gonna go with Kodak. Free Kodak. I love you so much. Like, oh, I love Kodak. I'm probably a little bit too much for him though, so you know that'll probably never happen, but I love Kodak. He's one of my crushes. And I also have a crush on Damson Idris. If you're not familiar with who that is, he is the actor on Snowfall. So I just love them, like, just so chocolate, just so creative and just unique. Like, I love them. Like, those are my celebrity crushes. What made you want to start a YouTube? So I wanted to start a YouTube channel because I just wanted like another outlet just to like talk to people, let people into my world. Like, I typically just make music and that's how I, you know, release my feelings and express myself. During the quarantine, I just kind of got like hooked on just watching different YouTube videos about business, about people's life, like learning how to do new things. And I'm like, these people getting off, they making money by just being themselves and just educating other people, putting other people up on game. And I'm like, I be sitting on gems, like I be having some shit. I was like, let me just go ahead and start a YouTube. That way people can get to know me. I can push my brand, The Vain Woman. I can push my music as TyeTheGoddess. People can just get to know me and love me as a person, period. So I was like, okay, bet, let me just go ahead and just do a YouTube channel and just see where it goes. I'm at like 30 something subscribers, so make sure y'all share this so I can get some more, because it's up. What's my biggest fear? I think I'm a tough cookie, so I'm trying to figure out what's my biggest fear. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be real. Ever since like here recently with everything that's going on in the world, like with racism and with police officers, my biggest fear right now, and this is just 100% honest, is my little brother like being pulled over by the police and shit going wrong. Every time he leave the house, like I be kind of timid, or make sure he on his P's and Q's, and you know, just making sure he's straight. And I know they get on his nerves because he a grown man, like, but he's still my little brother, and like, so I love him to death. So that is honestly like one of my biggest fears. If he don't answer my phone call, if I call him, like I really be like, oh hell no, track location, like what's going on. To be real, that's really my biggest fear right now. Like I fear for his life more than I fear for my own, and that's pretty fucked up, but that's the truth. That's my biggest fear. My biggest regret, sip on that one. Not being as sociable as I should have in college. When I really wasted my college experience because I really wasn't social. I really wasn't active in like, you know, organizations on campus. I wasn't really doing what college was really for. I was more so just focused on getting my degree, which is number one, don't get me wrong, but I just want to work and do my classwork. Like I wasn't trying to kick it with nobody. I wasn't trying to really make no friends like that. In the long term, it's like, dang, that's where I was really supposed to like be finding my lifelong friends and building relationships and, you know, just getting out there and experiencing like college shit. But I really never experienced that because I was too busy just trying to grind, like just trying to rush and just not really take advantage of the full experience. So I would say that's one of like my biggest regrets. I would do college over if I could. I consider going back to get my master's, but I'm just kind of like, for what I got going on, what I'm trying to do, and how these people be trying to pay people with master's degrees, it's just like, you know, it might not even be worth it. So yeah, I would say that's one of my biggest regrets, is not being as sociable and active during my college years. And I went to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Go Vols. What's my body count? Y'all, it's nosy. Like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know why people really want to know that. I don't know why I make a difference. Should I tell them? Should I really tell them that it's 5,876,428? They ain't gonna believe me. But that's the fucking answer, because it's none of y'all business. Y'all want to know too much tea too soon. No, that's how me. How about that? Next, what made you start making music? Honestly, I've always liked to write. It really started with me writing like short stories and poems and, you know, just loving to write and little stuff like that. But as I grew older and started dealing with boys and get my little feelings hurt and bitches having me fucked up, that's when it kind of turned into like the rapping side of it. Instead of, I was a very vocal person. Anybody that know me, like for real, know that I'm very vocal. I don't hold back. I don't have a filter. You know, I pop my shit. So I'm like, well, let's put this shit on beat. Like, let's just see where it go. So I recorded my first song, Money Creep, in 2015. And that was a really good song. And the first person I let hear it was my mom. And she always knew that I liked making music, but she knew I was really more so of a writer. I really love to write. So she was just like, you know, let me hear it. So I let her hear it and she loved it. Like, I think to this day, as much as I've grown in my music catalog, that's like her favorite song. And I'm just like, Ma, you gotta get over that shit. But that's why I started making music. I started going through real life things in life, and that's how I decided to express myself and just put it on the song. People started to fuck with it. Like, people think I'm cold. I just do my thing. So that's why I started making music. What would you say your best feature is? I'm just go with the lips. Period. It's the first thing you see on me. It's so big, like they big, so it's like you really can't miss it. I get a lot of compliments on them. And the fucked up part about it is, like, when I was younger, I used to hate my lips because I used to be bullied. People really used to bully the fuck out of me. Like, they used to like flip their lips up and call me like an African booty scratcher. People used to do me so wrong, and I guarantee you them same dudes probably in my DMs right now. Like, that's the funny part. Appreciate what you got, because baby, these lips do something to them. So yeah, I would definitely say my lips are my best feature. Oh, and the gloss that's on my lips is from The Vain Woman. This is Glitter Goddess. Make sure y'all go cop that. If y'all want juicy, plump, succulent lips, that's where you need to go. What's your favorite hobby? I like getting money. Like, isn't that so like cliche and like lame as hell? But like, that's the truth. Like, that's my hobby. Get money is my hobby. I really don't do much for leisure, and if it is fun, like running my business is fun to me because I like things like that. I'll say I like to read because I like to educate myself. I've been reading since I was 2 years old, so I really like to read. I like spending time with my family, but that ain't really no hobby. What's my relationship status? My relationship status is single, very much single, staying that way for a while because niggas don't know how to act. Right now, I really feel like I'm working on myself. I'm working on my brand. I'm healing from a lot of traumatic relationship things I've been through just this year alone. Like, I'm really just growing as a woman, as a person, just trying to find myself, be comfortable with myself in my own skin, learning myself, learning the things that I like, learning the things that I'm going to accept, learning the things that I'm not going to accept. So right now, I'm just doing me. I'm single. I'm enjoying life. I ain't thotting and bopping. You know, I ain't really just out here talking to nobody because we on quarantine for real, really. So there ain't shit to do. But I'm focusing on me right now. I'm single. I'm doing me. And when the right man that is extraordinary, like me, comes around, then maybe we can chop it up and see where it goes. But as of right now, I'm solo dolo. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years, I will be 28. I think I'm gonna be a very wealthy person. I really do. Hopefully, by that time, I got a Grammy for either writing for someone or like for my own music. I really love music, so hopefully, I can find my speed with that and get things popping with that. So hopefully in 5 years I have a Grammy, Billboard record, worked with some of my favorite artists that I want to work with, a homeowner. I want to say that, a homeowner, hopefully a TT or something like that. Hopefully my brother have a kid or something, so I can have me a little niece or nephew. I see myself being very, very happy. I see myself being fit because I'm starting to get into workout routines and, you know, taking better care of myself, drinking my water, meditating, just mentally getting myself together. So hopefully in 5 years, I'm fit. I'm in the, you know, the physique wise, how I want to be. So I think that's where I see myself in 5 years. I see myself very happy, very stable, financially, mentally, physically, everything. So that's where I see myself. What's the craziest experience I've ever had with a guy? Oh my gosh, like, don't really want to tell y'all. Y'all don't fuck with me like that yet. I don't know if I can just tell y'all my tea. The crazy experience I've ever had was, ooh, and my mama gonna watch this. Ooh. Okay, craziest experience I've ever had with a guy is, oh my gosh, this was like some years ago, but this was crazy. I don't even know if I want to get too deep into this because my mama is gonna watch this. Like, oh my gosh. I was talking to a guy and, you know, he was a little bit older than me. I like older guys. So he was older than me. We was kicking it. We went out on dates. Like, it was cool. Like, we was vibing. And just one of these occasions, he invited me back to his place. And, you know, I went. You know, things kind of went where they went. You know, read between the lines. You know, we were doing our thing. And next thing you know, like, we hear this loud, like, bang. And we didn't really know what it was. So we were just like, okay, you know, keep it pushing, let's continue. Then next thing you know, like, the door like swings open, and we're in the dark, keep in mind, so like the whole house pitch dark. So like the door swings open, and then I just see a person like just swinging, like beating this nigga ass, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I hop up, I'm just trying to like get myself together, like what the fuck, like I can't find my phone, can't find nothing of my belongings, like I'm just like, what the fuck? The lady going off, she's screaming, like I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I called my best friend at the time, I'm like, I'm in the closet shaking. I'm like, girl, like please, like come get me, I'm finna die. Like, and I was younger, so I was like really like fucked up and I was really scared. But it's like at that point I had to be like, alright, this bitch ain't finna beat my ass, so like we just need to go ahead and just be adults about this and figure out what the fuck going on. So he's trying to pin this girl down, I guess, from not attacking me, even though she was beating the fuck out of him, you know. So he's just like trying to pin her down, and he's just like, Ty, come out, da 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 da. And I'm like, you need to tell your girl I knew nothing about this. And keep in mind, I don't mess with dudes that got girls, so that's the full disclaimer. I did not know that he had a woman or whatever this situation was, because that was the last time I talked to dudes. But I'm just like, look, you need to tell her, like, I knew nothing about this. Like, this is on you, because if she put her hands on me, like, it's gonna be an issue, like, for real. Like, we really gonna jack, because it's like, it's gonna be either you or me, and it's most likely gonna be you. So he's like, I got her, just come out. She's screaming and yelling. I walk out and she's like, she's a baby, da, 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 da. I was grown, thank you very much. I was over 18, but still, it's just like, it was so a crazy experience, and I was just kind of like, wow, like, did that really just happen? A bitch thought she was gonna die. Yeah, I think that was like the crazy experience I've ever had with a guy, because it's like, nigga, you put me in a fucked up situation and you got a whole lady, like, and it's crazy because nothing in the house indicated that a woman stayed there, because it was like trifling as fuck. Most dudes don't keep their house clean, so it's just like, it was dirty, like it wasn't nothing put together, and I'm like, ain't no way no bitch could live here, because this shit look crazy. So I was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that was pretty much the craziest experience I've ever had with a guy. I ain't never doing that again. I just can't put myself in that situation. And now, if that should ever happen again, if I ain't locked it up, loaded, your ass is gonna get zapped real quick. What the fuck is my taser? I was trying to throw that in there. You looking like, what the fuck is she in there reaching for? I was gonna zap somebody's ass. So thank you so much for watching my channel, watching my video, just kind of getting to know me a little bit. This is my first video, so don't be in the comments dragging me like, what the fuck was this bitch? Like, I'm learning, I'm getting it together. More content is going to be available soon. I'm gonna try to drop something, at least one video a week, just some shit about my business, about my music, something I want to talk about. So yeah, y'all let me know if y'all have any video topics y'all want me to talk about, anything you want to see on my page, just drop them in the comments. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TyeTheGoddess. Make sure you follow my business, The Vain Woman. We got all the beauty products for y'all: lashes, lip gloss, body butters, hair extensions, all that good stuff. So, and that's at The Vain Woman and thevainwoman.com. And that's just that on that. It's your girl TyeTheGoddess, and I will see y'all on the next video.
I'm a self-made bitch, nigga, you can't tell. Nigga, you can't tell. And I really am the shit, nigga, you can't smell. Pussy leaking, pussy